Blair's mother was, of course, had this, Ulster loyalist background from County Donegal. His family had actually been attacked by the IRA near the town of Ballyshannon, sort of in the Donegal hills of South Donegal. And he, in later years, when he came to know his Donegal family, in some ways it's not positive, because I think he was sort of quite repelled by the sectarianism that he encountered among his own family. Now, I think there are many people in Donegal, including his family, who feel that is not an accurate description of the Coruscaden family. So, but there is tension there that should be acknowledged. But I think it drove him in a way to take a real interest in Irish affairs, and it drove him to, I think, think more carefully about how to end that sort of sense of bitterness and resentment that he had, an innate understanding of some of the tensions that were at play there, even among a family who had been in some ways perhaps one of the reasons his mother's family were aggrieved was because they had, of course, been left behind the border, that they were committed Ulster Unionists. And so I think it certainly informed his thinking very early on. And I don't believe that Tony Blair, who was sometimes not known for remaining focused for a long period on a single issue, of course that's perhaps the nature of premiership, of being Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, but he did very much focus on getting the Good Friday Agreement, on getting Northern Ireland to a better place. And I think Blair deserves credit for that. Whatever about anything else in his premiership, that is something that we should always recall, that he deserves enormous credit for the amount of focus, attention he put on Northern Ireland. And of course, Ian Paisley was pivotal ultimately. I mean, Blair did establish a working relationship with Ian Paisley, who was the kind of the anti-Good Friday Agreement, anti-peace kind of negotiations of 1998, that Blair ultimately did persuade him to embrace power sharing, and Paisley went on to be a First Minister in Northern Ireland before his death, and worked alongside Sinn Féin, and served in government alongside Sinn Féin. And Blair basically always said that one of the only reasons he trusted Blair was because Blair got Ulster, i.e. Blair's mother's family were a very important aspect. His knowledge, his understanding, and his heritage for Paisley